On my birthday, my girlfriend dashed away, messaging, "X requires my help. Stay up if you want, but probably not." I responded, "Got it." Then I gathered all her luxury outfits and dispatched them through delivery service to her ex's place with a message. "Take her now. She's all yours." 3 hours passed. Her ex was furiously phoning me because she was sobbing at his entrance with bags. Original post: I32M gazing at a partially consumed lobster pasta. My birthday meal. Nicole, 28F, my partner of 2 years, was meant to join. She's absent. Around 4 hours back, while I was preparing her preferred dish for my special day, she hurried in, already attired for an evening out. "Hey love, happy birthday." She kissed my cheek quickly. "Andrew requires me, extremely critical. No time to explain, stay up if you want." Andrew, 30M, is the former boyfriend she claimed was long forgotten, but who frequently created emergencies only Nicole could fix. Before I could react, my phone vibrated. Her message: "X requires me, stay up if you want. No regret, 0. The trigger in my mind just activated. This wasn't fresh, but on my birthday? With that message? Finished. My response? Got it. Then, an odd serenity. I glanced at her closet section, packed with high-end items, Prada, Gucci, Louboutins. Items largely purchased with her social media earnings but occupying key space in my home. So I began folding precisely, systematically. 3 big suitcases and 2 large carriers. Every gown, every pair of heels, every overpriced skincare product. An hour and 30 minutes later, her existence was organized into containers. Andrew's location was still saved in her vehicle's navigation from her previous rescue trip. I penned a message: "Take her now, seems she prioritizes you." Slipped it into a suitcase, contacted a round-the-clock express delivery, observed them haul her possessions. "Treat with caution," I mentioned, "highly precious." 3 hours on, an unfamiliar number. Mark, rough, irritated, talking. "Andrew, what on earth?" Nicole was weeping theatrically in the distance. "She's at my door with all her belongings?" Sobbing. "Claims you evicted her. She's frantic about her costly items, insisting none better be harmed." I drank my wine. "Did I? Or did she decide to be with you on my birthday since you required her?" I simply assisted her items to arrive. All was folded neatly. "You're unhinged." "She arrived because I was in a meltdown." "Amusing you're phoning about bags rather than managing said meltdown." "She has no place to stay. Her name isn't on my rental agreement. You can't simply expel her." The presumption was already growing. "She's not on my agreement either, Andrew. It's my residence." She departed. I redirected her packages in a way. "This is madness. Allow her return. Or retrieve her items." Nicole was now yelling about inspecting every piece. "No." She selected her path. "You're her backup plan. Handle it." I ended the call. The quiet is pleasant. This is nowhere near done, however. Nicole and Andrew feed on chaos. Update 1. 48 hours on. The past 2 days. A lesson in Nicole's breakdown patterns. Appreciate the messages and remarks. Happy you all notice it too. Following Andrew's call, I blocked him. Then Nicole's flood started. Voice messages. Crying. Furious. Begging. The classics. "Mark, how dare you? It was my birthday." Still my birthday, Nicole, as you fully aware. I was merely supporting Andrew. My pricey belongings. They're squeezed into Andrew's small space. He's losing it. You better pray nothing is absent or ruined. Peers like their issue. You're so ruthless, everything. Yes, after all I endured. Andrew claims I can't remain. His current girlfriend is enraged. "You must permit me back." Current girlfriend? So Andrew's meltdown was likely new romance trouble he pulled Nicole into. Typical. Yesterday dawn, her elder sister Stephanie, 35F, entered with her spare key. "Stephanie." "Mark, what's happening?" Nicole's beside herself. "You expelled her on your birthday?" "Morning, Stephanie." "T?" Nicole exited on my birthday for Andrew. I forwarded her items to her selected spot. "Don't play clever," she aired. Andrew tricked her. Where she loves rescuing him. "This isn't novel, Stephanie. Just the initial occasion on my birthday with a message brush off." Stephanie eased a bit. She understands Nicole. Fine, perhaps she exaggerated. But dispatching her items? Severe. She's got 0. Me. She has several suitcases of luxury attire. She's with Andrew. Her focus. He's evicting her. His actual girlfriend Lauren exploded. Nicole's actually at a coffee shop with her bags. The pure assumption that I'd resolve this was staggering. Me. Appears like a Nicole Andrew Lauren issue, not a Mark issue. She caused this. She's your partner. Was she? Her behavior was quite evident. We're over. This was the ultimate limit. Stephanie debated, blamed, begged. I remained resolute. She departed, angry to aid Nicole. Hours on, my property owner, Mr. Roberts, phoned. Mark, odd call. A young woman, Nicole, pretending to be your fiancé, said you unlawfully removed her. Required entry. Fiancé? Unlawful removal? The nerve. Mr. Roberts, Nicole was my partner. Not betrothed. She vacated after a dispute. Agreement is only in my name. Figured. Seemed overly dramatic. Referenced contacting authorities about her possessions. She possesses them. They were delivered to her exes. Okay, lad. Warning. Messy split. So now it's unlawful removal and fiancé claim. Replace the locks. Attorney Buddy verified I'm safe. She's not on the agreement. The presumption is intensifying. This is merely the starter, I suspect. Tonight, that remaining lobster pasta tastes like liberty. Update 2. 1 week on. This week, the presumption reached light speed. Nicole's efforts to regain her spot in my home have been inventive. After failing with the owner, she turned to online platforms. The social star used her audience. Vague, tearful updates. Betrayal stings deepest from one you cherished. Certain individuals lack soul. Expelled and deserted. Images with Stephanie and another pal, Heather, appearing gloomy. Simply desire my items and my calm again. Accompanied by a crowdfunding page. Assist Nicole to regain stability. Target $10. The crowdfunding story. Heartless ex expelled me with 0. Falsehood, she had suitcases of attire. Attempting to ruin my existence. Require aid obtaining new home and substituting vital possessions he declines to give back. Double falsehood. Her audience devoured it, though some doubters questioned her latest luxury displays. Those remarks disappeared swiftly. Then, Andrew's current girlfriend, Lauren, messaged me on IG. Lauren, Mark, tired of this Nicole chaos. Andrew's a fool, but she's scheming. Wept at our home for 2 days, bad-mouthing you, anticipating him to end us. Attempted to don my outfits. When Andrew eventually said leave, complete breakdown. Me sounds like Nicole. Regret your involvement. Lauren, she informed Andrew you were violent and domineering, that's why she escaped to him. He nearly believed until I highlighted the impeccably folded Louis Vuitton bags. Not precisely escaping in fear. Me violent and domineering, naturally. Precisely. Heads up. She's telling all you pilfered her precious items for the crowdfunding. Andrew really handed her money. Felt remorseful. Idiot. So now I'm a violent, pilfering ex. Wonderful. Next, Nicole's mother, Nancy, 50s, rang. This was a week post the original event. Nancy, Mark, shocked. Nicole is shattered, you discarded her like waste. Me, Nancy, respectfully. Nicole opted to leave on my birthday for her ex. I returned her property to her. Her property, she's had opportunity to examine items properly now, and she claims you've retained her priciest jewels and some exclusive purses. Particularly her antique Chanel purse, the one her grandma gifted her. Items worth thousands. She insists it definitely wasn't in the bags. The claim was now quite detailed. Me, Nancy, everything she possessed that was in my home was folded. 3 big suitcases, 2 carrier bags. All her luxury gear. I dispatched via insured delivery. Arrival verified, signed by Andrew. I possess it. She claims it wasn't there. That you intentionally held her finest items. That Chanel purse is priceless. I folded what I observed. If something particular is absent, per her now, maybe she should inspect all her bags thoroughly again, or think if it was kept elsewhere prior to this. Did she search her former room at your place? It wasn't highlighted to me as remaining when she was at Andrew's. Are you accusing my child of falsehood? Me, I'm stating I dispatched everything I located in my home. If she truly thinks, after complete search, that items were taken by me, she should submit a police complaint outlining the supposedly taken items, their worth, and any ownership evidence. I will, naturally, assist fully with any formal police probe and supply them with my records. Persisting to spread untrue and harmful statements openly or privately about me thieving will lead to me pursuing my own legal paths for slander. This is your sole alert. We are through. Your efforts to scheme, pressure, or defame me will fail. Mark dispatched. The crowdfunding had halted around $350. Let's observe how this message affects. Truths are my arsenal here. Final update, 3 months on, it's been an adventure. But the tale of Nicole's birthday backlash appears to have ended with a fade, not a blast, which is, honestly, delightful. That message, with the delivery proofs and the mildly stretched reference to image proof of the folded bags, miraculously, the detailed claims of thievery, particularly the Chanel purse, vanished. The crowdfunding was silently removed about a day later. No police complaint was ever submitted. Surprise. Nancy didn't ring again. Stephanie messaged me a few weeks on. Hey Mark. She located the Chanel purse. It was in an ancient hat container at Mom's. She'd overlooked she stored it there long ago. Naturally, she had, or more probably discovered it once her ruse was challenged. Nicole, though, persists. She merely shifts aims. Unable to secure funds or items, she turned to ruining my image and serenity. She portrayed the shattered, fragile lady to shared contacts, alleging I was distant and had separated her by, ending things with her after she abandoned me for her ex. Some accepted her performance. Others, who knew her deeply, just exhaled. It was pure Nicole. The real, pitiful peak arrived about a month post my previous update. I'd begun lightly dating someone fresh. Emily. Merely meals. Nothing serious. Nicole, through her information web or my now restricted IG, discovered. One night, Emily and I were at a lively eatery. Guess who accidentally passed with her companion Heather? Nicole. Straight to our table. Nicole. Mark? What a coincidence. Excessively cheerful, perilously kind. Me. Polite for Emily's benefit. Nicole. Heather. So this is your quick recovery? So soon? Didn't require much time to substitute me. Suppose I was worthless. Voice trembling. Performance time. Nicole, this isn't the moment or spot. Oh, isn't it? When is the moment? When you bothered to inform me you were dating someone. Or were you planning to hide her? Like you hid your disdain for me? Audience was her platform. No disdain, Nicole. A limit reached. You hit it on my birthday. You selected your moves. We're finished. Kindly depart us be. Tears streaming. Complete suffer mode. Depart you be? After you shamed me? Dispatched my items to Andrews? Like rubbish? Louder now. He has a current girlfriend, Mark. I was left stranded. Due to you. That was the end. My tolerance vanished. The absolute boldness to fault me for her being left with the ex she rushed to. Me. Composed. Icy. But audible for adjacent tables. Nicole, you were left because you rushed to your ex on my birthday, stating he required you. You picked Andrews. You picked his turmoil. His real girlfriend not desiring you there. Outcome of your moves, not mine. I dispatched your items where you went. Shame? What about being dismissed by your partner on your birthday through message, so she can act savior for her ex? You appear to overlook that detail. Quiet. Nicole's mouth fell. Anger substituted tears. Heather appeared embarrassed. Emily? Somewhat admiring. Nicole, you total fool. She whispered, then rushed away, Heather following. The nearby patrons swiftly continued eating, some grinning. The server, God bless, delivered us beverages. Complimentary. Emily simply said, "Wow, that was Nicole." We chuckled about it afterward. It was really a connecting experience. The aftermath. That open breakdown destroyed Nicole's suffer story for anyone who witnessed it or heard the precise recounting. Turns out, broadcasting your distorted personal mess isn't always a triumph. Andrew and Lauren remain paired. Lauren clarified Nicole is prohibited. Andrew unexpectedly supported her. Nicole lost her main supporter. Stephanie, Nicole's sister, even sent a brief regret message after the located Chanel purse info. Hey Mark, apologies for how I confronted you about everything. Nicole can be intense, wish you're fine. Nicole, still a social star, still sharing edited photos. Interactions reduced, heard she's in a small unit, the crowdfunding failed, and her folks decreased monetary aid after the fuss over the taken Chanel that she suitably lost for weeks. She's supposedly grumbling nonstop about how tough her life is. Presumption is a tough pattern to quit. Her pals like Heather remain, likely because Nicole's chaos makes their own lives appear steady. Me? I'm truly well. Emily and I continue dating, easing in, loving it. The home is tranquil. My storage is mine once more. I gained knowledge about limits and refusing disrespect. No huge vengeance, just the persistent, wearing results of Nicole's selections. She desired to be the lead role. Now she is in her own created, somewhat sad, largely absurd chaos. She reaped what she planted. an existence reduced by her own presumption. And that, my friends, is a gratifyingly authentic closure. Appreciate the outlet. Reddit. Aided immensely.